Good morning. This is Black Crow Walking, bringing you a study of A Course of Love by Mari Perrin. Today we are up to chapter 10, verse 26, and it's talking about a silly experiment we did yesterday. So if you want to see yesterday's, go onto YouTube and type in Black Crow Walking and all my videos will come up. So the silly exercise that we did yesterday was to imagine that we could put our bodies out in front of us. Place your body out in front of yourself, where you can be its silent observer. As you watch your hands go about their work, or the shadow form on the ground as you walk to and from, you will be learning the only separation that can be useful to you. Your first realization of significance will be that all you hear does not come through your ears. You will find that you are full of thoughts about your body, the same kind of thoughts that you might think about somebody else's body. The difference will be that these thoughts will not seem to have originated in your head. All right. So who's watching the thinker? Who is it that's looking out through these eyes? Who is listening through these ears? So that was the exercise we did yesterday. So I'm reading now from verse 26. You may laugh at yourself for taking part in this silly experiment, but you will realize the desire to laugh at yourself is quite genuine and not conceived from meanness. There will be a happier self who seems to think this game is rather fun and who is not at all concerned about the game's success. This laughter, too, as well as the same sense of fun that prompted it, will come without the body's participation. You will soon develop an ability to see without your body's eyes. This, too, will seem like a silly game at first, a trick of your imagination. You will at first observe only that which you can see, your arms and your legs, your shadows falling as you walk, but more and more you will come to see the body as a whole. You will be watching your body walk, basically. You will see it from behind as you follow it about its day, without at first even being aware that this is happening, and you will find that as you observe, you are more aware of your surroundings and more aware that your body is part of everything that is happening. There is your body and 6 more crossing the street. There is your body sitting at the desk in a building with many others. You will realize how seldom before you were aware of the street. You will realize how seldom before you were aware of the street you walked down, of the buildings it traveled between, of the open skies above, of all the others traveling it with you. You will feel more a part of everything rather than less, and be surprised by this feeling. I've often played this game where I've taken my body off by just unzipping it, imagining unzipping it, and stepping out of it, and just leaving my body on the chair, on the floor, or wherever it needs to be, like a skin, like stepping out of your skin. And what was there was this beautiful, formless being that could still see and still move and still hear everything. And for me, it's not a game, it's the reality of who I am living inside this body. And so self observation is a masterful tool. And as you begin to observe yourself in relationship to other people, you will begin to find a new way of being on the planet. I used to sit myself in a position in the restaurant so I could see everybody, thinking that by observation I would learn a lot, educate myself by observing other people. But in actual fact, I was meant to be observing myself. And so that's what I do now. I just observe myself all the time. How am I reacting? How am I behaving? What am I doing? How am I feeling? All those things. What am I looking at? What am I hearing? What am I listening to? It's a beautiful pathway when you begin to really become more conscious. And this is the way to become more conscious, is to just simply be aware of what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're seeing, and who it is that's thinking and seeing. All right. Keep going now, for this is but a beginning. Experiment, just for the fun of it, without allowing room for discouragement. This is not a test, and you cannot fail. You are merely playing. Play at observing yourself from above. Can you look down upon yourself? And can you skip along and get in front of to see your body coming towards you? This body that you claim to be yourself is but a form. How can it be that you can see it or not? What you will be feeling as you proceed is the feeling of the tunnel vision of the separated selves giving way to the expanded vision of the unified self. As you feel this happening, you will begin to be aware of feelings too, that are not bound to the body, like the thoughts you neither see nor hear with your body's eyes or ears. These feelings too will not depend upon your body's senses. So just play the game. What's it going to hurt you to play the game? It doesn't hurt you at all. It'll get you out of your rut. It says, oh, I'm not doing that. But imagine if you can take your body off, whether you unzip it or you just step out of it, or you just realize that it is just your vehicle. Imagine if you could do that and play with that. And what's your body doing now? Oh, it's sitting on the lounge. And who's looking at it? Where am I in this room? I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere because I'm formless. I'm formless and it's beautiful. So I invite you to be formless with me today and to observe what your body's doing and observe the fact that who is it that's looking out through these eyes? And where is that being that's looking out through these eyes? It's everywhere. Ah, beloved, I love you. Until we meet again tomorrow. Bye for now.